From Hollywood, it's time now for...
Johnny Dollar.
Good morning, Johnny. This is Carol.
Oh, hi, Carol. Sleep well?
Johnny, you were so quiet on the way back from the seance last night. I hope it's because Madame Morgana convinced you of her powers as a medium.
How much did you pay her for that seance, Carol?
$100.
$100? Want to meet me in the coffee shop downstairs for breakfast?
I'd love to. 15 minutes?
15 minutes. Goodbye.
Oh, and weren't you thrilled to hear the voice of your dead brother again?
Yeah. Bye. Except that I never had a brother.
Tonight, and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar, location New York City. To the Universal Adjustment Bureau, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an accounting of expenses during my investigation of the matter of the medium. Well done. Expense account item 18, 10 cents, phone call to Carol Sharp. Item 19, 10 cents, phone call to Sergeant Randy Singer.
Hey, I thought you were coming down here to headquarters this a.m. It's nearly 10 o'clock.
Soon as I've had some breakfast, your lab get those films developed for me?
They're working on them right now.
And did you put a tail on David Sharp?
Carol's brother? Yeah. I suppose you know he was over there in the neighborhood of that seance over in Jersey last night.
I would have bet on it.
Didn't you see him there?
No.
Oh, that's funny.
Just keep that tail on him. See you later. Item 20, 1070, long-distance call to the city editor of the Mock-Chunk, Pennsylvania Herald Express. For a full half hour, I asked him questions about the Sharp family, about one member of the family in particular. Then, item 21, 585, breakfast for Carol and myself in the coffee shop at the Swank Bell Towers.
You must have been impressed, Johnny. You're so quiet. Would you like to see Madame Morgana again tonight? Johnny?
Carol, I think we'll see her today.
Oh, but she couldn't. She always says it takes a full day to recover from the shock and strain of a seance. She goes into a deep trance, you know, in order to make the spirits move those little trumpets about and speak through them.
Listen, Carol.
Yes?
You have a brother, David.
Oh, David.
Why do you say it that way?
He's not really a brother. He was just sort of taken in by Mother when his parents died. I'd rather not speak of him, Johnny.
The black sheep of the family, huh?
Mother insisted on taking care of him. He was only 12 or 13. I've forgotten. Father didn't want to, but he permitted it.
Why didn't he want to?
Because David's father had been a criminal, and his father before him. Even David's mother was... and my father was afraid.
Yeah, but blood would tell.
Yes.
Your father left money to him, along with the rest of you.
Yes, he did. But not as much. And David has resented that. But no matter how much he had, he wouldn't have enough. His sports cars, the fast company. Johnny, how did you know about
Listen,
that?
Carol, I'm an insurance investigator.
What?
I came down here to look into this matter of your wanting to change the beneficiaries of your policy to cut off your mother and brothers in favor of this medium and Tony Ricardo.
Johnny, I hate you for this. Why didn't you...
I didn't dare let you know until I found out a few things.
This is the most...
And I think I have. Including the fact that Madame Morgana, who persuaded you to make the change, is nothing but a clever fraud.
No, that isn't true.
And I'll prove it to you, if you'll call your boyfriend, Tony Ricardo.
Tony...
Take him down to the 18th Precinct Police Station where I'll be waiting for you.
But Tony hasn't... You think because his father was a kind of gangster years ago...
In Tony's case, I hope blood won't tell. 18th Precinct, both of you.
All right, Johnny, we will be there.
There you are, Johnny. The picture took last night.
Oh, thanks, Randy.
Hey, why did you ever get the idea of using infrared light and infrared film?
Anything else, anything that let them know I was taking pictures would have busted up the seance. Hey, look at this one.
Yeah, I'd like to publish those. Scare a lot of those phony psychics out of business and out of town.
Oh, here's the one that I'd like...
Mr. Dollar, we're here.
Hi, Dollar.
Oh, hello, Tony. Miss Sharp, Mr. Ricardo, this is Sergeant Singer.
How do you do?
Hi.
And now, will you please show us this proof you were talking about?
Yes, Dollar. How did you make out, huh?
Made out very well, Tony, thanks to a miniature flash camera I had tucked into my pocket last night. I guess you wondered, too, how Madame Morgana worked her racket.
He did not. Tony knows as well as I do that she's completely honest. Like any normal person, he may have questioned the almost miraculous powers of this woman in the beginning, But no trumped-up tricks that you... Where did you get this picture?
And look at this one.
She's moving that trumpet herself. With a long, kind of extended handles.
Extension grip, they call it. She probably hid it in the front of her dress.
Oh, no.
But these pictures in that dark room,
Infrared photography.
Maybe she did use one trick. But the voices came from trumpets floating about in the air above our heads.
And look at this one. Taken when your father was supposed to be speaking to you.
Oh, no. That little trumpet has a long tube on it.
Yep. Extending into that curtained doorway at the end of the room where somebody could whisper through it.
Oh, this is terrible. And the hundreds, the thousands of dollars I gave her, believing in her.
Yep. I'm afraid you were really took. Here. Here's where my dead brother, Richard, spoke to me.
the hanging trumpet is over your head.
Yep.
But how could she know? I didn't tell her. Oh, yes, you mentioned your brother.
A completely non-existent brother, Carol.
Oh.
Made up. Like the dream of you I told you about.
And I believed you, too. But how could she find out all those things about me?
Miss Sharp, a couple of nights ago, I took Mr. Dollar to a medium that was a bum compared to this one. And she told him all about himself.
Have you forgotten what I found out about you and your brothers just in the last 24 hours?
Oh, I don't know what to say.
Don't try. We've still got to pin this whole thing down. I'm sure this Madame Morgana wasn't working alone.
But who could be...
How about it, Tony?
No. No, not Tony. Just because his father was... Oh, no, please.
Oh, thanks, darling. I got a report here, Johnny. Apparently he's moved again. And you guessed right.
Yeah. Then we better get going. Can we use a prowl car?
No, but we can get an escort as far as the city line.
Then come on, all of you. The cabbie, with his accelerator on the floor, had a ball trailing our escort across town. And we had to hold him down when we finally reached the Jersey side. Randy Singer obviously had no authority over there, but as it turned out, I'm glad he came. When we pulled up to the home of Madame Morgana, I couldn't help noticing a Studebaker Golden Hawk sticking out from behind the house with a Pennsylvania license. I wasn't the only one to notice it.
Johnny, that looks like David's car.
I think it is. Come on.
Johnny, I'm out of my jurisdiction.
Oh, yeah, maybe you better wait.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny, I knew David was bad, but... Oh, I still can't believe it.
I know how you feel, Carol, and I'm sorry.
Mr. Dollar.
Wait a minute.
Johnny, if you do a thing like this...
I'm ready for anything, Carol.
Look, Mr. Dollar, why don't just you and I go in? If anything happened to Carol, I'd never...
Oh, Carol, dear. And Mr. Ricardo and Mr. Dollar.
Hello, Madame Morgana.
Do you mind if we come in?
Why, no. But not for another meeting, of course. The strain of last night's convocation is still with me, I'm afraid.
Yeah, maybe you ought to up the price for your next seance. But there ain't going to be no more.
Mr. Dollar, I don't understand.
Come on, Carol, Tony. We're going to look over that seance room in broad daylight.
No, you can't. I won't let you destroy the sanctity of that room.
Oh, yes, you will. I'll lay it on the line to you, madam, whatever your name really is. This monkey business of yours has gone far enough. So this is the room.
What terrible things you're saying.
You take a thing like spiritualism that a lot of honest people believe in and make a dirty racket out of it.
Carol, this man is mad. Make him leave this sacred place at once. Carol, what right have you to make such horrible implications?
Implications? Those were accusations. Would you like to see how those spirits of yours move trumpets around in the dark?
They couldn't be seen.
And how those spirit voices suddenly appear out of thin air? Look at these pictures.
How did you get these?
I cannot tell a lie. I did it with my little camera. Well?
All right, you've exposed me. But there was nothing malicious about it. If you knew the solace, the comfort of mind and spirit these things have brought to the people who come to me.
At $100 a crack, sometimes more.
Why not? Carol has money. So have the others who come to me.
Did you plan to make them all turn their insurance policies over to you? And then contrive to have them suddenly and unexpectedly join their immortal ancestors in the great beyond?
No, that wasn't my idea. Oh, I knew something like this might happen.
It has happened. Now, where is he?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Your assistant, or colleague in crime would be a better word, who stood inside the curtained door of the seance room and made with the phony voices of the dead, who gave you all the information on Carol, who's probably done a nice little research job on me since my visit last night.
Yes, Mr. Dollar.
David.
I know all about your activity as an insurance investigator and why you're here. But it's not going to do you any good.
Oh, put that thing down and give yourself up, David.
So you're the one who arranged for me to be a beneficiary of Carol's policy, huh?
Stand back.
So that suspicion would fall on me when something happened to her?
Of course. And give us a chance to clear out. But now it's too late. And now that you've found us out. Well?
David, no. The light somebody turned on.
Look out, Della! Look out!
Are you dirty? Pull a gun on me, will you?
Easy, Johnny. Control yourself.
I'll knock you. Randy.
If you'll just get up off my chest.
Here, the lights.
But, David.
When I flicked off the lights, Tony here made a dive for him. Here he is, wrapped up in the corner there.
Yeah, and I've got his gun.
Ooh, you got a mean left there, Johnny.
Oh, I'm sorry, Randy, but... See, I thought this was out of your jurisdiction.
I get curious about comparing your lousy photography with the room itself, Johnny, so I sneaked in the back door. When I saw what was going on, I lost my head, I guess. All right, Dave, up on your feet.
Oh, Johnny.
Easy, Carol. Better get her out of here, Tony.
Yeah, sure.
And remember that crack about blood will tell? Well, I think you can prove to her that in your case, at least, whoever said it was all wet. Well, what happens to David Sharp and Madame Morgana will be up to the courts. It's a cinch she's out of the ghost racket for a while. A long while. And of course, Carol did make a change in her policy to cut off David. Expense account, item 20-something, cab back to New York, hotel bill, and fare back to Hartford, $417.35. Expense account total, $892.90. Oh, and if you don't mind, I'll hang on to that tricky little camera and stuff in case I run into another medium well done. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here's our star to tell you about next week's intriguing story.
Next week, The Tears of Night Matter. A fabulous necklace and a fabulous girl. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote this week's story. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Lawrence Dobkin, Lorene Tuttle, Harry Bartell, Eleanor Audley, Joseph Kearns, Herb Vigran, Junius Matthews, Tony Barrett, and Sam Edwards. Musical supervision by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us on Monday night, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, this is George Reed.
Well, hiya, George. How's dear old Floyd's of England these days?
If you read the Wall Street Journal, Johnny...
If I what?
What?
Nothing. Just keep talking, plutocrat.
Well, according to the financial reports, the leading insurance companies are doing better than ever. And I'm proud to say that Floyd's of England is among the leaders. Does that answer your question?
So, as head of the North American office, the company has given you a big fat raise?
No.
And you'd like to celebrate by taking me out to dinner tonight?
No such luck.
Just name the time and place, and I'll... What'd you say?
Listen, Johnny, you'll get far more than a free meal out of this. And you are available.
Completely.
All right. I have a problem, a rather unusual one.
Have you ever handed me one that wasn't?
Of course Well...
Never. So what's it all about?
Well, I fully realize you're somewhat averse to acting as a bodyguard.
George.
But I assure you, this situation is somewhat unusual.
You said that.
Therefore...
And it doesn't change my feeling about these bodyguard assignments.
At least come over here and talk about it, will you?
Oh, sure, if you're willing to pay my taxi fare for nothing.
For nothing, eh?
That's right.
We'll see.
Oh, yeah, we'll see.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Floyd's of England, North American Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the empty threat matter. These so-called unusual problems George Reed handed me were all too often dangerous. But it's a living, and so far I've been lucky. So, expense account item 1, $1.10, taxi fare to his office at Floyd's of England.
Come in, Johnny. Sit down.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
I'm glad to see you. Glad you could make it.
Well, I'm not so sure I am. What's it all about, George?
Charles Stockerly is our client's name. He's a retired attorney.
And somebody that he sent to the pen has got out now and is gunning for him.
Possibly.
Yeah. Where does he live?
He doesn't.
You want me to act as bodyguard for a dead man?
Well, I mean, he has no regular address. It's like this, Johnny.
Yeah, please, let's get on with it.
Stockerly had a highly successful career right here in Hartford. Married, brought up a couple of adopted youngsters. All in all, managed to live the good life. Except perhaps for the fact he worked too hard.
So?
Now, mind you, I don't mean to imply that he ever went off his rocker, but when his beloved wife died a couple of years ago, and with that worthless, hateful son of his still around to worry him...
Adopted, you say?
Yes, both young Andrew and his married sister Joyce. She's a wonderful girl, by the way.
So what about him?
Nothing. I simply mentioned them in passing. The point is, Mr. Stockerly has quite a bit of insurance, which is why he didn't hesitate to contact me regarding these apparent attempts on his life.
You kind of punched that word apparent.
Because when he first told me about this thing, considering his extremely upset and nervous condition, well, frankly, I didn't take him too seriously.
Is he an older man?
In his early 60s. But now, apparently, and I use that word again, these threats have become very real, which is why he's been running away.
Running away?
Well, I told you he has no permanent address. And now that he's demanded your protection, that you stop whoever is trying to kill him, if somebody really is.
All right, where is he, George?
At the moment, in Tahiti.
Tahiti?
Yes, living in the seaport town of Papeete. Well?
George.
Yes?
I don't want this job, not one bit.
Oh, now, Johnny...
But, I'll take it on. For just one reason.
Yes?
All my life, I've dreamed about someday seeing Tahiti. Item 2 on the expense account includes $8 plane fare, Hartford to New York City. $785.30 to the Fiji Islands. Then we'll call it a total of $850 for plane tickets and a handful of incidentals. It took over a full day of flying for me to reach the town of Nandi on the western shore of the little Pacific island of Viti Levu. But it was a lot better than a couple of weeks aboard a steamer. Another hop took me across the island to Suva. And there, well, it's picture postcard country, all of it. Vast, heavy tropical forests. Millions of beautiful blossoms everywhere. Picturesque South Sea villages full of thatched huts, palm-lined beaches, and the magnificent clear blue water breaking over reefs of coral. The people, fascinating, many of them East Indians, the women dressed in saris, the men wearing large white turbans. And there were plenty of the native Fijians with their wild, wiry, bushy hair that seems to stand on end. From Suva was an overnight flight to Papeete in a flying boat. A lot of travel time, a lot of expense, but certainly worth it. Tahiti, with its black sand beaches and coconut palms. Its tremendous carpet of tropical foliage and flowers, from the shoreline back to the mountains. The soft, almost caressing climate. Oh, yeah. It's really an ideal place to get away from it all. Sound nice? You want to go there? Well, it made me want to stay there. Yeah, it's the one place I found where I could really completely relax. And I made up my mind to take the fullest possible advantage of it, job or no job. I learned that Mr. Charles Stockley, the man who'd sent for me, lived in a small bamboo house near the water's edge within easy walking distance of the hotel where I'd registered. But my nice, idyllic dream was quickly shattered when I found him there. When I found what was left of him.
To paraphrase Gilbert and Sullivan, an announcer's lot is not a happy one. Well, not always. Want to know why? Tell you why. Take this safe driving business. Do you have any idea how many times my confreres and I have begged on bended microphone to beg people not to kill themselves on the highways? Now, once and for all, let's get together on this. Let's understand one another. Unless you want a pack of frustrated announcers on your conscience, slow down and curb highway carnage. If you don't care about yourself, at least have a little consideration for us. Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Mr. Stockley?
Just 1 minute, please.
Yeah, sure. Yes, Mr. Stockley?
No, I am Dr. Bentley.
Oh, well, I'm Johnny Dollar, a special investigator that Is that Mr. Stockley?
Yes, it is.
What happened? Who did this to him? Is he still alive?
Yes, Mr. Dollar. He's resting as a result of a sedative I've given him.
But he looks as though he... All right, what happened to him, Doctor?
He was up on the side of Ka Abu Mountain gathering flowers on a long and treacherous ledge.
Oh.
When he noticed someone following him very furtively.
Oh?
Apparently, this someone did not wish to be seen by him. He kept getting closer and closer, but always in hiding.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Stockley realized it was someone there with no good intent. But as he sought to escape, stepping gingerly and carefully along the rim of the ledge...
Yeah?
He isn't certain exactly what happened. He's quite sure he didn't slip.
Uh-huh.
Rather that he was shoved by this, someone from behind a bush. He fell about 60 feet down through the tangled brush and remained there overnight. Now, if one of the natives hadn't found him early this afternoon...
But he isn't sure he was pushed off there.
Oh, he's quite certain of it.
And that the man, the person he saw up there, wasn't just somebody else gathering flowers.
Mr. Dollar, if it weren't for his exhaustion, and, of course, the sedative I have given him, he would have fled this island immediately. You see, he's a very nervous and, I might say, apprehensive man.
Look, do you know of anyone who might want to harm Mr. Stockley?
Oh, certainly not, sir. Mr. Stockley, in spite of his nervous affliction, a constant kind of fear, I would say.
Yes, I know.
Why, he is one of the most highly regarded... Well, I am certain that no one, white or native...
Yeah, okay. Now, how long do you think he'll sleep?
Oh, until sometime late tomorrow morning.
All right, then I'd better plan on bunking down right here.
Tell me, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah?
Do you think that he is possibly in danger from someone?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. When I told the doctor of my job, he was completely cooperative. Helped me improvise a bed near Mr. Stockley's, and he had some food brought in for me. That and his fee for the care of Stockley came to $9. I didn't get much sleep that night. Every completely harmless sound around that little shack got me up with a start. Had I known what the morning was to bring, I might have asked the doctor for a sedative for myself. Promptly at 5:30 a.m., Stockley woke up. He was so worried, nervous, and excited, I thought he'd gone completely off his nut.
It's no use, Dollar. We got to get out of here. Yes, we must get away before he finds me again and kills me.
So we left on the morning plane. But it wasn't until we changed at Suva, then at Nandi, and finally started that long leg of our flight across the Pacific towards San Francisco that he calmed down long enough to tell me what it was all about. after a lot of irrelevant chatter about his family.
The death of my darling wife back in 1958 upset me terribly, Mr. Dollar. I confess I became a nervous wreck. Temporarily, that is. If it hadn't been for our adopted daughter, Joyce, a wonderful girl, I'd have lost my mind.
What about your adopted son? Wasn't he any help?
Andrew? Oh, never. I've given Andrew everything, Mr. Dollar. Too much. Education, money, investments that'll keep him wealthy for life. Bad mistake. He's never done a day's work in his life.
Yeah, well, now...
What's more, he's never shown the slightest sign of gratitude for love for his sister.
I see.
But Joyce, who asked for nothing in all her life, who worked to train herself, to support herself, and is now married to a fine young man.
Mr. Stockley...
Joyce has been nothing but a joy and comfort to me.
About these threats now...
That is why I never worried about the... threats.
Yes.
They've been more than that. They've been attempts upon my life. Like the one you nearly witnessed there in Tahiti, where I thought I'd finally found safety.
From whom, Mr. Stockley?
From whom? From whom? At home in Hartford, when I tried to tell the police, they wouldn't believe me. I suppose perhaps because of my nervous condition, but it must be Harry Linker.
Linker?
Yes, Linker. Years ago, I had him sent to prison. He swore he'd get even with me.
But look, don't they all make that kind
but
of
what
threat?
did the police say? That he's reformed now, that it must be someone else. But I knew he'd come back to kill me, and he has.
Oh, now listen.
Christmas threats over the telephone, right after Martha died, as I was about to leave for Europe.
Ah, and when you left, he stopped bothering you?
Stopped? It was in Paris that I heard from him again. It was in Paris, Mr. Dollar, that I narrowly escaped being run down in the street and by an American car.
But now look...
So I fled to London. I should have known better than to walk the streets there alone at night, but it was there that only the intervention of a bobby kept me from being murdered by him after another warning.
But, Mr. Stockley...
In Jakarta, more threats. I found a poisonous reptile in my trunk. In Stockholm, I found the scorpions in my briefcase just in time.
Oh, now, please, look here, Mr. Stockley.
I've run and I've run, but he's kept coming after me. He attempted to poison my food, I'm sure of that.
Mr. Stockley.
And there in Tahiti. Yes?
Look, every one of those things could have been coincidence.
Coincidence?
So please, until we have some proof this man Linker is chasing you around...
The doctor told me that unless I am able to stop this mad flight, I'll kill myself. Perhaps even deliberately. What'll I do? Where can I go?
Well, right now we're heading back to the States, back to Hartford.
But if he's following us...
Then maybe we'll find some proof against him.
Proof? By having me killed?
Look, you'd better take another of those pills the doctor left for you.
And you'll stay awake to protect me?
Yes, I promise. Coincidence? Why, sure it was. There at the San Francisco airport when the baggage truck ran out of control and almost hit us, almost hit him. Anyhow, I practically had to hold his hand on the rest of the trip to Hartford. There, I piled into my car, drove straight to my apartment, gave him a key, and had him go upstairs and wait for me while I put the car away in the garage at the back. It took me 3 trips up those stairs with the luggage, but then... There we are, all set.
Aren't you going to lock the door, Mr. Dollar?
Oh, please, now, don't worry. I've sprung the catch. Hey, did you pull down all those shades?
Of course I did.
Oh, look, as I told you on the phone, until we get some proof that this... here now. There, this place looks a little more cheerful. Holy...
There, do you see?
Now, Stockley.
What's the matter with you? Get away from that window. He thinks you're me.
Oh, no, please, listen. That must have been some kid with a little .22. Hoops!
Now, do you believe me, Mr. Dollar?
Yeah, you got a point.
Catching a cold? Well, I guess most everyone knows that the smart thing to do when you feel a cold coming on is to get plenty of rest. But there are some days when no matter how miserable you feel, you just can't stay in bed. And if tomorrow is one of those big days and your cold is complicated by constipation, well, that's when you'll appreciate X-Lax most. You see, X-Lax has the qualities doctors consider most important in a laxative. It's gentle, effective, and close to natural acting. Taken at bedtime, X-Lax won't disturb sleep. It works effectively, overnight, to help you toward your normal regularity. And X-Lax is so close to natural acting, there's no upset or discomfort. So gentle, it's even recommended for children. So, if tomorrow's a big day for you, if you have a cold and need a laxative too, take X-Lax, a laxative with the qualities a doctor would recommend. X-Lax. Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Empty Threat Matter.
I carefully dug one of the 38 slugs out of the wall, wrapped it in a handkerchief, then put in a fast call to Bill Peters, who was not only a good doctor, but, well, I told him to pack a gun into his medical kit. He arrived in short order and did what he could to quiet Mr. Stockley's nerves and agreed to stick around.
He'll sleep a little while now, Johnny.
Good.
But listen.
Yeah, Bill?
Did you hear him? You know, he's not kidding. This old coot's gonna take the leap unless we can...
Suicide?
Wouldn't put it one bit beyond him. Believe me. This whole business has him in pretty bad shape.
Oh, that just doesn't make sense, Bill.
Because he's been trying so hard to run away from this killer or supposed killer.
Well, sure he has. And if he wanted to die,
Just
he had...
brush up on your human psychology, boy.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Now, if you'll stick around, I'll get this bullet over to headquarters.
I'll be here.
At headquarters, they gave me the story that Stockley had said they would. A few years in the clink had changed Harry Linker. He was living a model life, running a store right here in Hartford. I called on Linker at his hardware store, and I must say he convinced me that he was behaving himself. He was even quite concerned about Mr. Stockley, offered to help us if he could. I called on Stockley's adopted daughter. Then I told her the whole situation.
Oh, this is a terrible thing, Mr. Dollar.
I know.
If only Daddy'd told me so I could have done something to help him.
Well, as soon as we clear this thing up.
I'll go to him right away.
No, just wait, please.
He needs me.
Well, you can probably help your father more than anyone else in the world, but not right away.
But you'll let me know the minute we can bring him here and take care of him.
Yes. Now, you're sure your husband would agree to that?
Of course. Yes, of course he would.
Oh, good. That's all I wanted to know.
You don't think my husband could be behind this? Why, Ed feels as much affection for Daddy as I do.
You'd better answer that phone, hadn't you?
Oh, yes. Excuse me. Hello? Why, yes, he's right here. Mr. Dollar.
Oh, thanks. Johnny Dollar.
I've been calling all over for you. This is Bill Peters, Johnny.
Yeah, Doc.
Listen, there was a phone call right after you left.
Oh?
Stockley was awake, and I made the mistake of letting him take it.
Yeah?
He listened for a second, got as white as a sheet, and then started yelling, no, you'll never get me.
Go on, Bill.
Then he slammed down the receiver and made a dive for the window.
Bill!
It's all right. I caught him in time.
Oh.
I gave him a stiff hypo, and, well, that's it. Johnny?
Suicide. What's the matter with me? I tore on over to George Reed's office at the insurance company.
Here you are, Johnny. Our copy of Mr. Stockley's policy.
Yeah, good. All right. Now, let me see if
As you'll note, his adopted daughter, Joyce, is the sole beneficiary.
Yeah, I see. But Andrew, the adopted son, is specifically omitted.
Irrevocably. So if you think he might have anything to gain by Mr. Stockley's death, you're wrong.
Huh? Look. Here it is. The suicide clause.
Well, of course.
All right. So maybe Andrew couldn't get any of Stockley's money. But if that old man killed himself, neither could Joyce. And believe me, Andrew would love that.
Oh?
So, these attempts on the old man's life, were they? Were they really?
What?
Or were they just part of a long, drawn-out, careful campaign to drive him off his rocker, make him kill himself?
But if that's
Can
true...
anybody prove that Andrew actually tried to kill him? No. In spite of all sorts of opportunity, and with plenty of money to follow him all over the world, to plague him, to worry him, All right. Where does he live, George? Andrew, I mean. Have you got his address?
Well, yes,
Then give it to me, quick. Travel stickers, huh? On all his luggage. From all the places Mr. Stockley has been.
Yes, I suppose I should have taken them off my luggage.
Mm-hmm. They are going to hang you, Andrew.
Do you think for 1 minute that you or the police can ever prove I actually tried to kill my foster father? Because I didn't.
Maybe they won't need to.
Now, just a minute.
Maybe this is one time I'd better take the law into my own hands.
No, Dollar, stand back.
Oh, yeah, I see. But you'd better let me have that gun, Andy, so the police can compare it with the slug I dug out of the wall.
What?
This is the gun you used to throw a couple of shots through the window of my apartment.
That was your apartment where he went?
That's right.
But it was you who drove him over there in the car.
That's right.
But you left him there, and I thought...
Just long enough to put my car away. And I'm the one who almost got nicked by those shots of yours. And I don't like that, Andy.
Stand back, I say.
You better give me that gun.
No.
Because if you try to use it now, you will be in trouble.
Listen, Dollar.
Yeah.
Randy, go. Eddie, jump.
All I hope is they lock that bird up for the rest of his life. And that somehow Joyce and her husband can bring the poor old man back to normal. Expense account total, hold your hat. It's $2,561 even. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Constipation is something people don't talk about much, but it can be a problem for anyone, even doctors. And when constipation occurs, it's interesting to see just what doctors consider important about a laxative they might use or recommend. Well, a majority of the doctors we heard from had this to say.
A laxative should be effective, gentle, close to natural acting. A medicine that can be used with complete confidence.
Now, X-Lax has been popular with many doctors and millions of people over the years because pleasant-tasting chocolated X-Lax is effective. Overnight, it helps you toward your normal regularity. X-Lax is so gentle, so close to natural acting, there's no upset. That's why many doctors and millions of people use X-Lax with complete confidence. X-Lax, the laxative that helps you toward your normal regularity gently, overnight.
Star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a story of real intrigue, plus a couple of the most intriguing characters I ever met. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, G. Stanley Jones, Ben Wright, Ralph Moody, Harry Bartell, and Carlton G. Young. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is John Wall speaking.
This is the CBS Radio Network. You're tuned to Radio 590 WROW in Albany, New York.
From Hollywood, it's time now for...
Johnny Dollar.
Dave Lawler, Johnny, over at Surety Mutual and Trust Company.
Oh, hi, Dave. Long time.
Yeah, I know. Listen, do you own a pair of dark sunglasses and some real loud sports shirts?
Mine are so loud I have to keep them in a soundproof drawer.
Great. But where you'll be at this time tomorrow, nobody will give them a second look.
Oh? Like where?
Well, according to the travel folders, it's, quote, the land where the summer spends the winter, unquote. In other words...
Palm Springs, California. Dave, you're on.
Good.
But don't forget, this can be pretty expensive for your company.
Oh, more than you know, Johnny. $75,000 hard cash.
Ah, oui.
Unless you're able to prove the bracelet Dan Galloway gave to his child bride wasn't really stolen.
For a trip to Palm Springs at this time of year, I think I could prove anything.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Home Office, Surety Mutual and Trust Company, Franklin Building, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the suntan oil matter. Expense account item 1, $197.40. Airline fare and incidentals, Hartford to Palm Springs, California. I registered at La Casa de Paz on South Palm Canyon Drive, changed into casual clothes, and sauntered over to police headquarters. Detective Sergeant Lacey was about to leave for lunch, so I went along with him.
Yeah, Dollar. You'd be surprised at how much stuff is lost in this town during the course of just one season.
The report we got says it was stolen, Sergeant.
Oh, sure. But I doubt it.
A $75,000 bracelet, just 5 days old? That'd be a little careless of the lady, wouldn't it?
Well, if you were married to one of the biggest wildcatters in the oil business, maybe you could afford to be careless.
What about Dan Galloway? Didn't you say he was drilling somewhere around here?
About 80 miles south, in the middle of the desert, down by Salton Sea.
Salton Sea. Oh, that's really a big inland lake that lies way down below sea level, isn't it?
Want to bring me a check, Dottie? 245 feet below sea level, Dollar.
There's oil there?
Dan Galloway figures it this way. One of the most successful new fields that's been worked in years is deep under the Gulf of Mexico off the coast of Louisiana. There are a lot of salt domes down there, and underneath them are big pools of oil, millions of barrels. So, why not under the Salton Sea, which is all salt deposits?
Who knows? Maybe he has something. Anybody else drilling down there?
Just Galloway. Who else needs it? I mean, any more than he does.
Well, does he?
All yours, Dottie. How would I know if Galloway needs it? But there has been talk around. You know.
But if he's hard up, how could he afford that fancy bracelet last week?
Yeah, or the snazzy Italian sports car the week before that. I don't know either, Dollar.
What about his wife?
Oh, that Roberta. What a doll. And in 3D, if you know what I mean. How an old coot like him could ever latch onto a pretty little chick like her? Ruff.
I take it Roberta's somewhat younger than her husband.
Oh, not more than 35, 40 years.
Oh, I see. How long have they been married?
2, maybe 3 years. Down in Dallas, I think it was. She's a Texas girl.
Well, is it working out? I mean, are they happy?
There's talk about that, too.
What kind of talk?
Oh, it's really just small-town gossip for the most part. Ever hear of Sonny Wyman?
Wyman? No.
Well, Sonny's around Roberta's age. One of those kids who came up from nothing, but all the time knew exactly where he was going. You know, made a point of meeting the right people, shaking the right hands. Real nice kid, too.
What's he do?
Well, when the season's over here, he works Pasadena, Beverly Hills, and L.A. Always has something that'll intrigue his wealthy friends. This season, it's Italian sports cars. Cosmo Romas, I think they are.
And he's the one who sold the Galloways theirs, huh?
He sold Roberta hers.
Any angle there in connection with the bracelet?
There is. You let me know.
Well, if there isn't, what have you been working up to?
Well, actually, nothing. You see, I still believe it was lost.
Expense account item 2, $35 for rental of a drive-your-own car. I found the Galloway place about 2 miles out north and east of town. As I parked in the broad U-shaped driveway, I noticed a low, shiny suntan color sports car standing in the shade of a date palm back by the garage. I started over to take a look at it, but the front door of the house opened, a Filipino boy appeared, took my name, and showed me into the living room. Through the solid wall of picture windows, I could see that the whole place was built around a kidney-shaped swimming pool. Mighty inviting. And so was Roberta, Mrs. Galloway, when she stepped into the room a minute or two later.
Hi there, Mr. Dollar. My, it's nice of you to come all the way out here.
Yeah, Sergeant Lacey was right. Roberta was a living doll. 22 or 3, trim, petite, and with a figure that... Well, let's not go into that. She said it would be more comfortable out on the lanai beside the pool.
I just wish there was something I could tell you about that bracelet that'd help you find it, Mr. Dollar, but... Well, just must have been stolen.
Well, it makes no difference insofar as your claim is concerned, Mrs. Galloway. The company will still have to pay up, you know, unless, of course, it's found.
Oh, I know that. How do you go about your investigation? I mean, do you offer a reward or something?
Usually, yes. Of course, it depends on...
How much have they offered for my bracelet?
Well, frankly, I haven't checked on that yet. But now, Mrs. Galloway...
How much would you guess, Johnny?
Well, claim this size, probably somewhere between 10 and 30%.
What's the matter, Johnny? Your ear's out a mile.
Nothing. I just thought I heard...
Now, that's funny. I didn't hear a thing.
But I had. Quick footsteps somewhere in the house. Then a door opened and closed. Then a few seconds later, the unmistakable growl of a high-powered engine thundering out through twin straight pipes.
Oh, that. Probably some hot rod fan in the neighborhood just drove by. Aren't they
She
all...
prattled on for another hour or so and again asked about possibilities of a reward for her bracelet. But so far as helpful information was concerned, she came up with nothing. So I excused myself and drove back to town. I wanted to talk to the driver of that sports car. I also wanted to check with Wilhoit Van Hook, the jeweler who had sold the bracelet. I found his shop on Palm Canyon Drive, a small place, but very ultra. As I was about to enter the door...
Hey, Mr. Dollar, got a minute?
Oh, yeah, sure. 2 or 3 minutes. And I like your car. Mr. Wyman, isn't it?
That's right. How'd you know?
How'd you know mine?
Yeah, real cloak and dagger stuff, huh? You knew I was out at Berta's house, didn't you?
Well, it seemed pretty obvious when I heard you hot-footed for the door and then heard this pint-sized monster of yours barrel off.
Hey, you wouldn't like to buy a Cosmo Roma, would you? It's a real dilly.
Oh, I'd like nothing better, but I'm out here on a job.
Yeah, I know. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Well, you know anything that'll help me?
Not much, I'm afraid. But I'll be glad to tell you anything I can. You going in to see Willie?
Willie?
Yeah, you know, Wilhoit Van Hook, the jeweler.
I was, yeah. Why? Do you know him?
Know him? I sold him one of these. One exactly like mine. And we're both going to be in the rally they're holding next Sunday. You ever see a good sports car race?
No, I'm afraid not.
Well, we'll soon fix that. And look, after you've talked to Willie, if you want to go down to where Dan Galloway is drilling his new well, I'll be glad to give you a lift.
Good idea. But I don't want to take you out of your way.
Oh, not at all. I was going that way anyhow. Besides, I thought it might give us a chance to talk a little.
Sure, Wyman. Why not? With a name like Wilhoit Van Hook, I expected... Well, I don't know what I expected. As it turned out, he was a smartly dressed chap of about 40, tall and slim, blonde hair and quick blue eyes, an alert mind. I told him why I was in Palm Springs, showed him my credentials, and he immediately offered full cooperation.
Now, here we are, Mr. Dollar. Here's a copy of the appraisal. A duplicate of the statement I sent Dan Galloway. And here's a sketch of the bracelet.
Ah, very good.
Diamonds here, emeralds, and the mounting is yellow gold. Hand-worked, all of it.
Mm-hmm. One thing I can't help wondering about, Mr. Van Hook.
Yes?
Isn't a $75,000 bracelet a bit unusual for a shop in a resort town?
As a matter of fact, it is. As you can see, I specialize in rare and exclusive sort of things. But very little over, say, $10,000 or $12,000.
Then the Galloway bracelet was an exception.
Yes. After Dan told me what he had in mind to give to his wife, I had some sent over from Pasadena and Los Angeles by wholesalers with whom I do business. You know, had them shipped down on consignment. He liked one, and that was that.
I see.
Mr. Dollar, I wouldn't want this to go any farther, of course. But after all, jewelers and insurance companies our businesses are pretty well tied together, at least on occasion.
Yes, unfortunately. But what are you getting at?
I'll tell you. 2 days after the bracelet was delivered, one morning, just as I was opening up, Dan came in here.
So?
He was ill at ease, looked worried. He said he had to have some cash quickly. He asked if I could possibly refund his money.
Oh? Did you?
No, because I couldn't. Things have been rather slow for me this season. Quite frankly, I'd used all I'd made on the bracelet to pay up some old bills. I told him as much and that I was sorry, but I just couldn't help him.
Did Galloway say why he had to have that much cash right away?
Yes.
Well?
I don't know much about oil drilling, but as I understand it, his test well is down some 400 feet further than he'd planned on going. And the day before he came in here, something on his rig had broken loose and left him with a highly expensive repair job before he could proceed any further. Apparently, it was all very serious and very expensive.
Strange, his wife didn't seem to be bothered. I just talked to her.
Berta? Believe me, Mr. Dollar, she wouldn't be. In fact, I doubt if she even knows.
Oh?
Figure it out for yourself. A man of nearly 60 who has to give bracelets and fancy cars to his wife to keep up her interest. Well, you'd hardly expect him to tell her that kind of news, now would you?
No, I suppose not. Especially if he's worried about the competition.
And if you ask me, he has competition. If only he could see it.
That suntan and chrome Cosmo Roma was all Sonny Wyman claimed it was. It purred like a kitten, performed beautifully. But I was more interested at the moment in what Sonny wanted to talk about.
Johnny, I'm going to be perfectly blunt with you.
I'll go along with that.
Out at the house a while ago, I felt pretty foolish when you arrived, and Berta insisted I hide until she could get you out on the lanai.
Did she have any particular reason?
Well, you see, we know that... Well, there's some talk going around about Berta and me.
Any truth in it, Sonny?
A little, I guess. You saw it.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, there's nothing serious between us. It's just that, well, with Dan away so much of the time, we have fun together.
Yeah, sure. Now, what about the bracelet?
You mean who might have stolen it?
That's the general idea.
I don't know. I have no idea. That sound funny to you?
Should it?
Well, after all, Dan and Berta keeping their house open to everybody. People in to swim, play badminton, cocktails, barbecues. I guess half the population of Palm Springs has been there at one time or another. And even if it weren't an invited guest, why, it'd be simple for someone to just sneak in and walk off with it.
Providing, of course, they knew where it was kept.
Well, yeah, someone who was close enough to... Well, yeah, I heard Berta ask you about a reward for it.
You think a big enough reward would turn it up?
I would think so. I understand that stolen jewelry brings about 20 cents on the dollar.
Sometimes it brings 20 cents. Sometimes 20 years.
Well, yeah. Well, I just wondered.
How's the car business doing, Sonny?
Oh, great. It's really one of the reasons I'm driving out this way.
Oh, a prospect? An oil-rich Indian or a well-to-do prairie dog?
Hardly. No, I told you we were having a sports car rally on Sunday. Well, being the promoter, so to speak, I'm going down to check the course. If you're still around, you ought to come.
Oh, maybe I will.
Having some good events, too. Willie Van Hook and I are running a match race. He's quite a bug, you know. And ever since I sold him the twin to this job, he's been working it over. Special carburetor, racing cams, everything.
And I wonder I can't afford this kind of stuff.
Oh, man. You'd be amazed at the amount of money that changes hands
Hey,
on
wait a minute,
Tony's race.
Sonny. Isn't that an oil rig over there?
Yeah, Dan Galloway's.